హాయ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు శ్రీ గురు బయో క్లాసెస్. ఈ వీడియోలో మనం 7th క్లాస్ జనరల్ సైన్స్ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్లో 8th చాప్టర్ అయినటువంటి రీప్రొడక్షన్ ఇన్ ప్లాంట్కి సంబంధించి టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ గురించి వివరంగా తెలుసుకునే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. నౌ లెట్స్ కమ్ టు ద టాపిక్. జనరల్ సైన్స్ క్లాస్ 7 సెమిస్టర్ 2 చాప్టర్ 8 రీప్రొడక్షన్ ఇన్ ప్లాంట్స్ textbook exercises. First question, fill in the blanks type. Production of new individuals from the vegetative part of parent is called vegetative reproduction. A flower may have either male or female reproductive parts, such as flower is called unisexual flower. Unisexual flower having only single type of parts. Next, the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same or of another flower of the same kind is known as pollination. So, reaching pollen grains to stigma, this process is known as pollination. Next, the fusion of male and female gamete is termed as fertilization. So, fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Next, seed dispersal takes place by means of dash, dash and dash, wind, water and animals. Seeds are dispersed through wind, water and animals. Next, move on to second question. Describe the different methods of asexual reproduction. Give examples. Answer. There are several methods of asexual reproduction such as fragmentation, budding, spore formation and vegetative propagation. Now move on to fragmentation. In this process, body of the organism breaks up into two parts. Then each part grows into a new fragment, thus forming two organisms from a single one is known as fragmentation. Example, algae. So look at this picture. This algae cut into two pieces. This process is known as fragmentation. Next, budding. In yeast, new organisms are produced by the bud formation from the parent organism. After growing to full size, the bud gets detached and forms a new independent individual. Example, yeast. Now look at this picture. This is yeast cell. The buds are developed on the body of parent. So new bud are formed here, and after maturing of this new bud, they are detached from the parent. Next, spore formation. Spores are asexual reproductive bodies. Each spore is surrounded by a hard protective coat to withstand unfavorable conditions such as high temperature, low humidity, etc. So they can survive for long time under favorable conditions. A spore germinates and develops into a new individual. Examples, fungi and some plants like mosses and ferns. Look at, see this picture. This is fungal hyphae. They have sporangium. This sporangium contains large number of microscopic spores. When the spores are fall on this, the new organisms are produced from these spores. Next, vegetative propagation. The vegetative parts of a plant like root, stem, leaves and buds, etc. gives rise to new plants are called vegetative propagation. Look at these pictures. These are the different types of vegetative propagation methods in different plants. Next, move on to question number 3. Explain what you understand by sexual reproduction. Answer. Sexual reproduction means involvement of two parents in the process of reproduction. It is found mainly in higher plants where male gamete and female gamete fuse to form a zygote. This zygote develop into individuals which are not identical. Offsprings inherit the characteristics of both the parents. Next, move on to fourth question. State the main differences between asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, only one parent plant is involved. Here both male and female parents are involved. Occurs in unisexual plants, occurs in bisexual plants, occurs in lower plants, occurs in higher plants. Fertilization not takes place, fertilization takes place. No gametes are formed, gametes are formed. Seeds are not formed, seeds are formed. So these are the major differences between sexual and asexual modes of reproduction. Next, move on to fifth question. Sketch the reproductive parts of a flower. Look at see this. This is stamen, this is male reproductive part, this is pistil, this is the female reproductive part. Next, move on to the sixth question. Explain the differences between self-pollination and cross-pollination. This is self-pollination, this is cross-pollination. Pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of the same flower, that is known as self-pollination. Pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of another flower, that is known as cross-pollination. Anther and stigma maturing at same time in bisexual flowers. Here, anther and stigma maturing at different time in bisexual flowers. It takes place in plants like wheat and peas, etc. It takes place in plants like lady's finger, tomato and brinjal, etc. So these are the differences between self-pollination and cross-pollination. Next, move on to seventh question. How does the process of fertilization takes place in flowers? Answer. When the pollen grains reaches to stigma of same species flower, it starts growing out into the pollen tube. This tube continues to grow inside the style till it reaches the ovule. The male released into the ovule. Fusion of male and female gamete takes place here. The cells which results after fusion of the gamete is called zygote. The process of fusion of male and female gamete to form a zygote is called fertilization. The zygote develops into an embryo. Look at see this picture. The pollen grains reaches to stigma and it starts germinate and it reaches to ovule and releases male nucleus and fusion takes place inside this ovary. So fertilization takes place here and the embryo will be developed. Next, move on to question number 8. Describe the various ways by which seeds are dispersed. Answer. Seeds and fruits of plants are carried away by wind, water and animals. So seeds are dispersed through either wind, water or animals. Next, winged seeds such as those of drumstick and maple, light seeds of grasses or hairy seeds of oak, that is mother, and hairy fruit of sunflower get blown off with the wind to far away places. So these all plants releases seeds into the air. The air carries these seeds and taken into the long places. Seeds are dispersed by water. These fruits or seeds usually develop floating ability in the form of spongy or fibrous outer coat as in coconut. So some plants are transported through water. Next, some seeds are dispersed by animals, especially spiny seeds with hooks which get attached to the bodies of animals and are carried to distinct places. For example, xanthium and irenia. So these two plants, they produces seeds which having hooks. These hooks are attached to the animals and they are carried distant places. Next, some seeds are dispersed when the fruits burst with sudden jerks. The seeds are scattered far from the parent plant. Example, castor and balsam. These two plants releases the seeds from sudden jerks, bursting of these fruits. Next, move on to question number 9. Match item in column 1 with column 2. Buds, yeast, eyes, potato, fragmentation, spirogyra, wings, maple, spores, bread mold. So these are the parts. This is the plants observed in this type of reproduction. Next, move on to 10th question. Tick the correct answer type questions. The reproductive part of a plant is, that is flower. The process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Mature ovary forms the dash fruit. A spore producing organism is bread mold. Bryophyllum can reproduce by its leaves. So students, this is 7th class general science textbook exercises. If you have any doubts on this topic, please mail us to srigurubioclasses@gmail.com or comment in comment section. Thank you for watching.